Human beings worship the gods and goddesses for the virtues and powers that they themselves don't possess. We realize that we should be more like them, but are content just to praise them. True yoga or meditation allows us to recapture our lost powers. Within the 8 powers lies our success in life. The power to discriminate, the ability to see what is true and what is false, and then the power to judge, to weigh up our strengths and weaknesses, and then act on it. The ability to withdraw from the senses in times of danger, to go beyond the influence of the body in times of sickness. The power to tolerate all the difficulties and hardships of life, which gradually erode our happiness. The power to face. The inner strength to stand steady against the storms and upheavals which punctuate our lives. The power to accommodate all the negativity and abuse like the ocean, which accepts all the rivers that flow into it. The strength to pack up our thought and not be influenced by the past. The ability to forgive and forget. And finally, the power to cooperate, the way to make a heavy task easy. Through meditation, it is possible to become more powerful in a gentle way, to reclaim all the powers that God gave us in the beginning.
जिंदगी एक सफर है, रास्ते मुश्किल ही सही, हौसले गर हैं बुलंद, तो मंजिलें फिर दूर नहीं।
Peace is our religion.
रास्ते मुश्किल ही सही, हौसले गर हैं बुलंद, दो मंजिलें फिर दूर नहीं।
Peace is our religion, and the land of peace is our home.
अमन हमारा धर्म है, अमन हमारा
Peace is our religion, and the land of peace is our home.
अमन हमारा धर्म है, अमन हमारा वतन।
Om Shanti, and very good evening to everyone. Today we are going to start 5th day of our 7 days course, and very practical aspect of Rajyoga we are going to talk about. Yesterday we've understood and we've experienced also to some extent what is the practice of Rajyoga, actually, what is the process and method of practicing Rajyoga meditation. And today we're going to discuss the very important part of Rajyoga, which is attainments through Rajyoga, attainment of powers through meditation. Like in the beginning, in the introduction part, we understood one thing. It's also a human psychology, a very common psychology, that my mind will ask me always, whenever I start some kind of practice, any kind of study, any research, or any new thing in my life I start practicing, my mind would ask me a question that why should I go for it? What will I get? What is the attainment I'm going to have? Now then I will decide according to the attainments I'm going to receive. My intellect will decide whether I should go for it, whether I should invest my time in that or not. Because after all, I'm going to take out time. We all have only 24 hours. And on the other hand, we are all looking for something. Everyone who is there on the screen and whoever is listening later on also, the recordings. But why we are here? Because we need something. We have something missing which we are looking for. And if I get the answer that what I'm going to attain, what benefit I'm going to get from meditation matches with my need, matches with what I'm looking for, then I will continue. Otherwise, I won't. Why should I waste my time? Right? So there is something very practical and very important that we all need. Sometimes we don't realize that, but we all need those powers which we are going to discuss about today, which is the direct attainment of meditation, of Rajyoga practice. When we say only meditation, meditation is only one part of Rajyoga actually. Later on in the future, more when we go deeper into the classes, we will understand. Meditation is one part, another part is spiritual study. Like in every session, we have a division of session. We have some time for divided for meditation, some time we are discussing. It might seem like a theory sometimes, and some people might feel that I came here, I signed up, registered for meditation practice, not for listening to the theories. Actually, it's not the theory, it is the practical spiritual knowledge which is helping us in meditation. So today, when we talk about the 8 powers, 8 spiritual powers that we attain through the practice of Rajyoga in our life. So before going for that, let us just recap yesterday what we have learned. We remember the process of meditation that we have understood yesterday. And we summarized that one in 3 simple steps: contemplation, concentration, and realization. So we started with contemplation. And for contemplation, of course, I should have some input in my head. I should have some points of knowledge on what kind of point I will contemplate. And I should also know the process of contemplation, so that my contemplation, my churning, my way of thinking is in a positive direction. Because otherwise it can be in a very negative direction. It can be influenced by the outside atmosphere as well. So contemplation also needs study of knowledge, understanding of what is right and wrong. Then concentration. Then we concentrate, focus in that. And then we reach the stage of realization, and we can call it experience. Finally, what do we need is, what do we want, and what we are looking for is experience. I want to experience. I don't just want to listen. So, but it begins with listening. So when I put that input in my head, in my mind, I have some material to churn about, to think about, to practice on. And then I can slowly reach that stage of realization and experience. And today we're going to talk about attainment of 8 powers through Rajyoga. Through the practice of meditation, Rajyoga meditation, what are those 8 powers that we are going to experience? First, I would like to ask you, when I say power, what kind of image is created in your mind when we say power, or when we talk about someone very powerful? Because everyone is in body conscious. The whole world is influenced by body conscious. So when we talk about power, we think about wealth, we think about positions, we think about physical strength, But many times you might have seen that somebody who is having a very good position, a lot of wealth, seems like he lacks nothing. But when the situation comes, suddenly when challenges come, they are not able to face. They are not able to have that patience. Yes. So here we are talking about that inner strength, which is required, which is the real treasure, what we can have, what we can accumulate in advance, so that we are ready for any kind of situations or challenges of life. And definitely one thing is sure, that the life scenes, because this is like a movie, it's like a drama, and scenes are changing frequently. What's going to happen next moment, I don't know. If we are preparing for any kind of examination, worldly study, any kind of education, any kind of degree, if I am preparing for, I know the syllabus. At least we know the syllabus. And we have almost the idea about what kind of exam it will be. And we are told before time, this is the date of examination, this is the time of examination, how many questions you will have, and how much time you have to solve all those questions. So we are prepared. We know that what's going to happen, for what I need to prepare, and I have a set of syllabus. But here in life, question can come from anywhere, from anyone, at any time. We agree with that. Suddenly something will happen, and suddenly someone would say something I might not be expecting, at least not from this person. Maybe I was prepared for the other person, that he is always like that and he can always bring challenges in my life. But this person, I didn't expect at all. So there are things very uncertain. So now the question is, am I ready for these uncertainties of life? Am I prepared for all the tests to come that I don't even know what kind of exam, what kind of syllabus? It's mostly out of syllabus. Most of the times it's like that. But I have to be ready for that. I want to be ready. Otherwise, what's happening? When people are not ready, they are not prepared, then it hurts. They go into insecurity, they go into depression and other mental imbalances, and then affecting the relationships, affecting the work, affecting the health. This is what is happening. We see all these things happening around us all the time. So how Rajyoga is helping me, before we start with the explanation of all the 8 powers, and this will be a very practical explanation that you are going to relate with your life, not only during the session, but we will make a commitment with ourselves to practice this and implement this when we go back to that stage of life. But before that, like when we say that these are the powers we will get, these are the attainments you will receive, this is the benefit you get. But still, I find there are some people, when you ask them, come for meditation, come for the class, take out some time for this spiritual study, they would say that I am okay, actually, I don't have any problems in life, I don't have any other issues, everything is going very well, so I actually don't need it. And there might be some people around you, if they find out that you are going for class every day, you are attending some kind of meditation or spiritual class every day, they might ask you, do you have any problem? Why are you going to learn meditation? Do you have some kind of hurt or something you want to release? Why you need meditation practice? So now, first thing we need to understand, before we understand the powers, why do we need this? Practically, meditation and this spiritual study, it's like a food for the soul. If we talk about physical strength, we talk about health, we need to have proper nutritious diet to keep myself physically strong and immune. It's not that I am healthy, I am okay, I don't have any illness, I don't have any disease, so I don't need food. When I have illness, when I have problem, then I need food. No, I need food so that I don't have to face that sickness. This is the same here. So we prepare ourselves in advance, well in advance, for those uncertain exams of life, we empower ourselves from within through meditation. And this is how it's going to happen. So let us see what are those 8 powers, because when we say powers, like we have understood that in meditation, I, the soul, I connect with the Supreme. I connect with God. I connect with the source of all the strength and power, who's the ocean of all the virtues and powers. I connect there and I receive that strength. I receive that energy, right? So it can be compared with the powerhouse. From the powerhouse, I'm connecting myself. I'm receiving that power supply. So power supply is there, but that power will be used in different situations in different ways. Now, these are 8 spiritual powers. First one, the power to tolerate. We see this, and sometimes as soon as we hear about tolerance, some people, many people, everyone would have different opinions about tolerance. Here, we define it as the ability to respond to external and internal events positively, yet not be affected by them. So we are, because things are happening. So I have to respond. Some people might have this kind of definition about tolerance, that tolerance means if something is happening, someone is torturing me, someone is criticizing me, they're doing wrong things in front of me or at my back, I just simply don't react. I don't say anything. That is tolerance. For some people, that is the definition of tolerance. And it looks like so much injustice. It seems like a weakness. It doesn't seem like a power. If we define it that way, that I just don't say anything, I don't act upon it, I don't speak out, I just, they say, I am tolerating this for 10 years. It's been so long time. I'm really suffering. It really hurts. And if it is hurting, I'm suffering. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling suppressed. Is this a power? No. That means first I need to redefine what is tolerance. Let's see once again, what is tolerance? It's the ability to respond. Let's take this word. It's the ability to respond. We don't react, but we respond. I remember yesterday, we remember the different kind of awareness which I bring into my personality through the practice of Rajyoga meditation, through the practice of soul consciousness. I realize that I'm an actor. And if I am an actor, then you are also an actor. He is also an actor. She is also an actor. And everyone is playing their part perfectly, accurately. Whatever is written in their script, they are doing it very well according to that. It might not be according to my expectations. Actually, that is the issue always. But they are just playing their roles. When I remember that, of course, I remember I am an actor. Now I have to decide, am I an actor or a reactor? Actor or reactor? How would you like to define yourself? How would you like to label yourself, actor or reactor? You can understand what I'm going to say. And if I am a reactor, means if you are good to me, I am also very nice to you. And if you do something wrong, If you start taking me for granted, then you see. Then I will show you how bad, how worse I can be. So what is it? I am not an actor. I don't even remember what is my role. I am playing I'm just reacting according to your actions. So that means I am not playing my script, but what it should be like. I am an actor. So when I am an actor, I do my best. I perform my best. I give my best, the best performance. No matter how you do, what you think about me, how you speak about me, doesn't matter. It will not affect my role. And when it doesn't affect, that is tolerance. I am not influenced. I am not affected. I don't feel hurt. I don't feel sad. I'm stable inside. This is the strength. In here, when you see this picture, I'm not sure if you're watching on a small screen. Is it visible? You can see a small child is throwing a stone on this tree which is loaded with fruits. And because the picture is too small, but you can see that the tree is giving fruit in return. Because tree is loaded with fruits. Sometimes it happens with all of us. We try to be very nice, we try to be very good, but still we have to suffer. Still people are throwing stones on us. Now, how would you define this? Let me define with a different perspective, because the tree is loaded with fruits. There is another tree besides that tree, which is not shown in this picture. That one is empty, no fruits, dry. No leaves, no fruits, no flowers. And nobody is throwing stone on that tree. That's why we didn't put that tree in this picture. We just put this one, which is loaded with fruits. So the one who has qualities, the person who is full of virtues, who's full of qualities, have to bear the stones. Because of course, people expect from you. They will expect. Why? Because you have the quality. That's why they have the expectation. You see, if a person who is not doing anything at all, nobody will say anything to that person. But you are doing so much for everyone, and one day you didn't do anything. They will point out, right? Because they have expectation from you because of your qualities. So remember, if I am that tree which is full of fruits, loaded with fruits, loaded with qualities, then this is natural to receive sometimes these stones, but just take it like an acknowledgement of your virtues and keep that strength inside. It needs a lot of patience, and patience comes with that self-respect. That's why we put this picture here, so that I can respect myself, then I can have that patience. And then next is power to accommodate, or power to adjust. This is the ability to expand and accept the presence, the ideas, and desires of others. Power to accommodate. I can accommodate everyone. I can accommodate in every situation. Means I have the flexibility. Being flexible means being accommodative. We have the power to accommodate. Do we have the power to adjust? We will think. If I ask this question directly, you can't directly answer me yes or no. You would say, depends. Yes, I can adjust, I can accept, I can accommodate, but it depends. Here comes the issue. Here comes the problem when I say it depends. Means once again, I'm depending on someone else for my strength, for realizing my own power. I'm depending on the situation. With some people, yes, I can adjust very easily, but with others, so difficult. So difficult, extremely difficult. I actually don't even want to adjust. I don't even want to accommodate. But when I realize that this is my strength, I'm adjusting, I'm accommodating for my own sake, not for others. First thing is I'm benefiting myself. I'm empowering myself when I'm adjusting with someone and I'm accommodating. Because this is the strength. And that needs acceptance. I accept you as you are. Because I know that everyone is different. I know that everyone has different ideas. I can't force you to think in the same way I think. I can't force you. Even if I do, I will suffer. I will suffer. Because I expect that you should understand what I'm thinking. You should also start thinking the same way. Why don't you understand? I'm repeating this so many times. Why don't you understand? I'm actually creating a trouble for myself by expecting that. And making the things simple needs only one word: acceptance. And before also, I repeat again, acceptance doesn't mean that I agree. I don't always have to agree with you, but I accept that, okay, this is your idea. You have your own ideas. You have your own thoughts. I have my own way of thinking. So you're right in your perspective. That's fine. Even if I don't agree, but I respect your ideas. I respect the way you think. So this brings power to accommodate. And this again is related with soul consciousness and God consciousness. Because if I'm not soul conscious, I'm looking at the body, then I look at all the differences. Because in the physical form, when I see you, your color of the skin, I see your nationality, I see your gender, I will see which part of the world you belong to. I see all different kinds of things. Which language do you speak? So all these things are creating differences. As soon as I come back, because in Rajyoga, what I'm doing is I'm every day practicing, I am a soul. The first thing is that I am a soul, you are a soul, God's child. And this is the drama. On this stage, we all are actors. Brings acceptance. Becomes very easy to accommodate. Next is power to discriminate, or we would say power to discern. This is the ability to discern the subtle and separate what is true from what is false. Because life always is bringing many kinds of choices in front of us. At every step, in everything, I have choices and I have to decide. So before deciding, I need to discriminate. I need to discern what is right, what is not right. And then is power of judgment. Why I'm talking about these two powers? Because they go hand in hand. First, I will discern, then I will judge, means I will decide. So discerning and then deciding. So this is the ability to assess the quality of choices, decisions, and actions in yourself and in others. Basically, it is about making right choices, right decisions at the right time. Decision delayed is decision denied. And it happens many times. We do realize, but sometimes it's too late. And already we have made the situation worse, created suffering for ourselves, for others, and later on we realize that I should not be speaking like that. But what I speak at this point of time, in this situation, should I speak or not? Should I just be remaining quiet? Should I take any action or just keep patience, wait and watch? These are the choices at every point of time, at every step in my life. These are the choices I have to make. And for that, I need a very clear intellect. We've understood that intellect is that part of the soul, which is the faculty for making choices, for making decisions. So with meditation, what is happening? One, I am empowering the intellect because I receive the powers from the Supreme. Second, I'm also cleaning the intellect because intellect is influenced by many outside things, the informations, the inputs. What I see, what I hear, it goes in my head and it influences the intellect, and thereby it's influencing my decisions, the visions, because what is the language of mind and intellect, how it decides? That language is of images, of visions. And if somebody, suppose I listen to someone very negative, and for example, I have a very good friend since my childhood. We are together, very good friend. Now somebody comes and tells me something very negative about my friend. Only one small piece of information. He comes and he says, just be careful. He's your friend? I can't imagine. You are such a nice person. He is your friend. Are you sure? Just be careful. I know his story. He didn't tell me any story. He just said that. Be careful. Now what will happen? Now the same friend, same situations. Every day, almost every day we are meeting, we are eating together, we are studying together, we are, Now today this person comes, and suppose he comes and he starts opening my notebook, I will have a doubt. I have to be careful. One day before, everything was fine, everything was okay, there was trust, everything was fine. But now, so this is how the inputs are influencing my intellect. It's polluting my intellect so that I'm not able to choose the right thing at the right time. And for that, what is happening when we are doing meditation? Cleansing. Because one thing is we receive the power. I said we empower the intellect. Second thing is we surrender to God. Whatever happened during the day, what kind of information I received, we just surrender and be clean. There is a reset button. So just reset and come back to that original self once again. That's not influenced by anything, any negative information, negative input of the world. There is lots and lots of available. So next is power to face. Power to face is the ability to confront and resolve external and internal obstacles. tests, and challenges. It's basically about my resilience to cope up with the situations. Like I said in the beginning, that any challenge will not warn you in advance that I'm coming tomorrow. It will come suddenly. All of a sudden, things will happen. But I am prepared. When I'm powerful, I'm prepared. It's like yesterday, one of the awareness was awareness of being a player, like a sports person. And what is the sportsman spirit? The way I'm ready to win, I'm also prepared that in case I lose, I should not be affected so much that I cannot play again. Because things will not happen the way I want always. So that's why I can continue. I can continue this with this spirit of being a sportsman. I'm able to face nothing. You see, there are so many incidents of, the suicide rate is increasing, the depression percentage is increasing. Why this is happening? It's only because of the inability to face. Some people say positive thinking. You should just think positive. You should, law of attraction will apply. We apply it very wrong sometimes. That whatever I think, I just create a beautiful image about my future, and this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and this will happen. And when it doesn't happen, I'm depressed. I don't know what to do because I just prepared for that. I didn't prepare for otherwise, if it doesn't happen. There was one student here, we heard the news about him. He, in his +2 exams, he was a very intelligent student. He was preparing for medical, very intelligent. And don't know what happened, he failed in the exam. He can't expect. And the same day of the result, he hanged himself. Suicide. And that year, it's few years ago, this story. That year, all the reports, the results were reviewed again. There was some fault in testing. And when it was reviewed, he was actually in the merit list. But he already left. He already chose to finish his life, end his life. One thing which we learn, that's why I said it's not only meditation, but it is also the spiritual study, everyday study, what we understand, the concepts of life, the facts about life, what is more important. Situations will come, but they will not stay forever. Nothing stays forever. If something good is happening, enjoy it. Because that's not going to stay forever. And if something is not good, just wait and watch. That's also not going to stay forever. Nothing is permanent. This is what we learn. You see the whole concept of Rajyoga, what is that? I am the master. These scenes are changing. I am separate from the scenes. I'm watching the drama of life. And when I separate myself, I become powerful. I'm able to face anything. And it will not seem like that I am facing something, I'm suffering, or it's so hard. It's so hard to pass this time. It won't feel like that. Because you are so powerful inside, you're just an observer. With that attitude, it becomes very easy to face. And next is power to cooperate. This is the ability to give attention, time, experience, and wisdom in the service of others and to work alongside them. Giving cooperation. Everyone cannot do that. Cooperate with everyone. Working in a team, working in a group. Many people would say, I have heard, many people would say that I can do it myself, very easy. But getting the things done from others, too difficult. Working with others, somebody is slow, somebody is fast, they have their own opinions about a simple thing also. So taking decisions with a group together and bringing them to one point that where everyone agrees and we can move forward together, not easy. It's a quality of a leader. So one is receiving cooperation, another is giving cooperation, and make the things very smooth. This is strength without conflicts. Means conflict from outside, what they are doing, that's different. We are talking about ourselves. Because I accept, I accommodate, I can tolerate, I have all these powers, then I'm able to cooperate. It's all connected. It needs strength to cooperate. And it needs even more strength to get cooperation, to receive cooperation from others. With every power needs some virtues. When I accept you, when I appreciate what you are doing, I can receive cooperation from you. Even from a little child also, if you want to receive cooperation, if you want him to do something for you, what I need to do first is I need to appreciate what he's doing. And that appreciation should be from the heart. It should be real, authentic. It should not be something just from outside. Not like a technique, because I heard in the class that if you want to get cooperation, then you have to appreciate someone. They will get to know if it is just fake and from outside. If I'm not really appreciating someone in my heart, it doesn't reach other person's heart. So this is what we learn. Whatever we do, inside and outside should be same. This is a very basic principles of Rajyoga. My inside and outside has to be same. Then, so this is the power to cooperate. Next is power to withdraw. This is the ability to step back and disengage myself from the world around me. You see here the picture. There is a turtle. What is the quality of a turtle? It's a very good example in nature of this power to withdraw. He did whatever he was supposed to do. He finished his work. After that, he would withdraw himself, all his limbs into the shell. People come, observe. Some people might see and feel that it's just a stone or something. There might be some people arguing, no, it's a stone. He would not come out to explain, no, I'm not a stone. I'm a living being, I'm not a stone. He doesn't need to. He's already withdrawn himself. So where I should not spend my time, energy, or my speech. I should not be wasting my words, my thoughts, and my time on those matters. I should know when to withdraw. Now, this is a little bit contradictory. Somewhere I need to adjust and somewhere I need to withdraw. This is also, I need to understand, I need to discern. So here comes the most important power, which is the power to discern. Because I need to discern in what situation, what kind of power is required. Where I need to accommodate, there I should not be withdrawing myself. But where I need to withdraw, suppose there is some very negative atmosphere around me and people are, for example, if somebody is sitting in a group of people, that person has decided that I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go for all these things. He has made his principle like that, for example, and then he's sitting with a group of people who are drinking, who are doing all those things which he's committed to not to do. And they are also forcing him to do the same, to be involved with them. This is the time when he needs to withdraw, not adjust. So we should know which kind of power I'm going to use where, in which situation. So this is also very important to understand. Wherever my time, energy is being wasted, simply withdraw. And there might be some situation where you cannot withdraw physically. Like you are in a family, you cannot withdraw it physically, you cannot run away from your house. And it doesn't look nice always if you lock yourself in your room. That's not Rajyoga. That I don't like you, I just lock myself in my room. This is not Rajyoga. It means you are becoming the slave of the situation, you are becoming the victim, not the king. But in this situation, I just withdraw myself mentally. I withdraw myself from here. It doesn't affect me. I don't get involved even in my thoughts because I don't want to waste my thoughts, and I'm very clear about it. That I'm not going to waste a single thought for something which is not important for me. Then, next, the eighth power. It could be the first power also, actually. It's the power to back up. Power to back up is the ability to bring things to an end and stop wasteful thinking. So here you see, packed up this luggage. When I'm going somewhere, suppose I'm shifting for good, moving to another place for good. I would pack up everything, but I will see what is required, how much is required. I will pack up and I leave. So for that, what I need to do is putting a full stop, point. Out of all the punctuation marks, simplest one is full stop. But we are very much used to putting a question mark, a mark of exclamation, inverted commas, very much used to, and because we have a lot of practice about that. You know, this person 10 years ago said something to me, that phrase I keep in inverted commas. It is stored. Otherwise, sometimes I say my memory is not very good because I have stored all these rubbish inside. So when I become a point, soul is a point of light, then I can easily put the point. I can put full stop. Something which is past, it's happened, it's gone, it's done. Past is past. 1 minute ago is past. So I simply put a full stop. And I can enjoy the present moment. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time and energy right now as well. I cannot play another role because one soul, each one of us, is playing so many roles. In one day, how many roles do you play? How many responsibilities, how many duties you perform? And if I don't put a full stop, what is going to happen? What happens is I bring the conscious of one role into another role. If I feel sorrow or pain in one role, I carry this to another role, and another role is also affected. So I remind myself, for power to pack up, simply remember one thing: I am a soul, not the role. This is my role. I am not the role. I am separate from the role. This role is over. I pack up. I become point, put the point, move on to another role. This is power to pack up. So all these powers are very important for practical life, how we use meditation, how we use Rajyoga in our life. So now, for a few minutes, let's experience this strength, this power from within. So let us sit in silence. Sit comfortably. I relax my body and my mind. Taking a deep breath in and letting it out. I'm physically relaxed. This is the time to pack up. To pack up from all my roles and responsibilities. I talk to myself. The day is over. It's time to come back to myself. I, the soul, the shining star, point of light in the center of my forehead, I see myself. I, the soul, am the child of God. I am on this planet to play my roles, to experience and understand myself, to explore my inner self. When I realize this, the journey of my life becomes more beautiful. with this realization of the self. Now, in this moment of sweet silence, I connect with the Supreme, the divine powerhouse of all the virtues and powers. Visualize from up above, from beyond the sky, from that world of light, my Supreme Father is showering upon me the shower of divine light. Visualize yourself under this shower of divine light. Absorb this energy, absorb this light. This divine light empowers me from within. It heals my heart. It releases all my weaknesses, making me stronger. I can stay under this canopy of light throughout the day. Stay connected with that supreme powerhouse. I feel so empowered from within. Nothing of this outside world can influence me. Nothing can bother me, no matter what. I am ready to face all the uncertain situations with a stable and peaceful mind. This peace, patience is my strength. Because I believe God Himself is my companion. I feel that divine company. I experience it deep within. constantly empowers me. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Didi. Can we go ahead with today's questions?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the first question is, Didi, I'm passing through a difficult life situation. I
Excuse
lost
me,
my
let me
husband.
put the earphones. Excuse me. Yes.
Shall I start?
Yeah, sure.
Didi, I'm passing through a difficult life situation. I lost my husband 1 month back at young age of 32. How should I convince my mind that this is just a drama happening on the life stage and I am an actor playing a role? Thinking like this is not helping me in my pain and sorrow. Please help me to find a direction in life.
I can actually understand your situation. It's not easy, but it's not impossible either. Because, see, at intellectual level, you are understanding, according to the knowledge, that this is a drama and every soul is an actor. But at the same time, more you practice this awareness in meditation, it will give you more strength. And then in the coming study material, we also will understand that what is soul's journey. Because sometimes we are not convinced because we don't know that after leaving this body, now what that soul is doing. Where is that person? What is he up to? And it gives us a lot of pain thinking about that. Another thing is our attachments. And of course, you get attached when you are so close with someone. And at that time, in ignorance, we just can't imagine that anybody can leave at any time. So I can completely understand your situation. But along with this knowledge, I would say that practice this awareness more. That soul is going for the next journey. Soul is eternal. It doesn't perish. It's only body is mortal, but the soul is immortal. It's always there. Even before this life, it was somewhere else. So this knowledge should always I be churning in my mind. And at the same time, practicing this meditation empowers me so that I can implement that knowledge. Only knowledge won't help until I attain that power. So I wish and I hope that after a few days, you will feel more empowered, and more you practice meditation, you just continue with this journey of meditation. This is my suggestion for you.
How to show paths to a person who does not believe in soul, God, karma theory, actually anything that is not scientifically proven. Kindly advise.
One thing I would say that now it's very much logical, this spiritual knowledge, and for many, most of the aspects of spiritual knowledge now science has been acknowledging as well. But it's not only about logics. Let me take you towards a spiritual solution for that. If someone is not understanding by the way you are explaining the things, I would say change the way, and that way, which is much more effective compared to we use the words to explain to someone. And that is the way of sending positive vibrations and sending good wishes for that person. That's very important and very, very effective. I just keep a positive image in my mind. I keep a pure wish, good wishes for that soul, that this soul should also get that path of this spiritual journey or get that experience. So, through your good wishes, it will work. And many people on this spiritual path, they have this experience that only through the power of thoughts. But if condition is that your thoughts should be full of good wishes and pure feelings for that person, not of rejection. That no, he cannot understand. Not that. I have a pure wish, keep that, it will work.
There are a few questions on the topic of tolerance. How do I get to the stage of tolerance? I have been trying for past 10 years. And there's one more I would like to club that. Didi, how to discriminate what to tolerate and what not to?
If I just take it like that, that tolerance is not about doing something. You're taking it like a big project of doing something. It's just about empowering myself from within. Then you will not feel like right now when you are saying that I'm trying it for 10 years, I think we have already redefined what is tolerance. It's not about that hardship which you're going through inside, that you feel it's so difficult and it's like a torture that you have to suppress yourself. It's not like that. So we just work on one part, that I empower myself from within. When I become powerful, it will not matter to me. That's the point. What we are doing is we are trying that I listen to something that was painful, that can hurt me, and then I process that information inside. It was hurting, then I try to release that hurt. No, we don't need that process. In the first place only, it doesn't hurt me. I don't feel bad, I don't feel sad, because I accept them as they are. I know that they are unique, they are thinking in their own way. And when somebody, I don't know exactly what is your situation, but when somebody is, suppose, doing something wrong or speaking something very bad about me, we have the tendency of taking the things personally. We should remember one thing: it's not about me. What they are speaking, it's not about me, it's about them. It's about their state of mind. When you remember that, you will have mercy, you will have compassion for them. You won't feel angry or upset. It will really work. It's a very simple formula. Try it.
Om Shanti Didi. I have a question that due to my soft and emotional nature, I get attached to people very fast. And I also receive positive response from them as well. But after some time, they ignore me. And these things make me feel so depressed. How do I change this habit of not getting attached to people quickly?
You have to take a decision as soon as possible on this. Because when you get attached, you are actually starting to prepare for a hurt in the future, because you start expecting. Attachment means you will have some expectation, and it's okay to have a soft nature, and soft nature also can be strong. Soft doesn't mean weak. Don't make it your weakness. Being soft is good, being kind is good, being nice is always nice. So be nice, be very good, be very kind and compassionate, but don't expect anything. When you get attached, means you are expecting something, at least a positive response. And in this process, when you get a positive response, then you expect it even more. Because today you got it, tomorrow also you are already having that image about tomorrow, that tomorrow also they will be the same. But that's not going to happen, because every human being right now at present, this is the stage, every battery is in a very discharged stage, low battery. So they get some attention from you, they feel good and they feel happy, so they respond positively. But the moment you start expecting from them, they can't give you, because they are already, the battery is low. So understand this fact. Do good and then forget.
Thank you, Didi. Didi, one more question. I'm very indecisive by nature. How can I improve myself?
See, we have to see that if I already am realizing that I am not able to take right decisions, or very difficult, I'm always confused about the things, that means I need some checking. Silent checking. First thing is, what is influencing my decision making? Sometimes there are voices of people around me, and I feel those people are very important in my life. And when I give too much importance to someone, then there is a conflict, because their voice and my voice doesn't match. And when it's not matching, then there is a conflict. I should do what my inner voice is saying, or I should follow their voices. So same way, there can be other influences. There can be my expectations. There, it could be my some image, some motives. So first I need to check what is that, and I need to free myself from all those things that is affecting my decision making. And for that, specifically, first identify, and after identifying, then specifically for that weakness, receive power from there. When you sit in meditation, be specific and get the strength.
Didi, one participant asked, what's the difference between react and respond?
React is depending on the other person's behavior, and response is my choice, how I choose to respond. Like I decided early morning when I wake up, I choose for myself whole day, no matter what happens, I will be peaceful. This is my choice. Now, no matter how you behave, no matter what you speak, no matter what kind of situations I face, I choose my response. I've already chosen. I choose to be peaceful. This is called respond. Responding the way I choose. And reaction is affected by, influenced by the other person's behavior. And that will make me fluctuating, because you are not same always. Then my reaction also will keep changing. And that makes me very painful. It's very painful that your feelings, your emotions are being controlled by someone else. That is a reaction. And response means I'm emotionally strong enough that I know what to respond, no matter what you do. Is that clear?
Marvelous explanation, Didi. Next question is, I'm not able to overcome body consciousness. Always think about body. How to develop belief system about soul consciousness? Please suggest.
This is just a beginning. Give yourself some time, I would say. And it's not only when you're sitting in meditation, but throughout the day, take short breaks. We call it SOS. And we also call it traffic control, which all of us also practice here in this spiritual university, in all the centers, and Mount Abu, of course. Everywhere we are practicing that. Every hour, 1 minute. Just go into silence. There are now some mobile apps also to help you with this traffic control. You can, every 1 hour, there is one music of 1 minute. And as soon as that begins, you just go into silence. And in that silence, I come back to my real self. I withdraw myself from this body conscious world and I go back to my reality. Who am I? So when we practice this at frequent intervals, then it becomes easier. It becomes my belief. Of course, I told you in the beginning also, who am I? It was defined in a body conscious way to me since my childhood. So many times I was told that I am this body. Now, of course, you have to tell yourself thousands of times again to change that old wrong belief about yourself and come back to your real self. Give yourself some time.
Sure, Didi. Next question is, someone asked, sorry, how do we talk to ourselves? Means I think you have mentioned in the session. So she's asking, how do we talk to ourselves? Any situation comes to life in which we have to choose right or wrong, and how to increase our power, decision power. Basically, this participant asking about decision power.
Yeah, actually, it's not only when the situation comes, because when the exam is there, you can't prepare for the exam at that time. We should be ready beforehand. So it's a everyday practice. Every day I should have this practice, make a habit of talking to myself first. In any situation, coming back to myself again and again, especially morning hours and evening at night before going to bed. These two times is very important when I should sit in silence and talk to myself. And when I have this practice, and then second part of your question is about decision making. And for decision making, as I already mentioned, that my intellect has to be very clear. I can tell you with my own experience, more deeper you go into this journey of Rajyoga and meditation, more you practice that. And everyday positive inputs also we are taking, then our intellect is influenced by good things, positivity on one side. Secondly, that pure energy is cleaning my intellect every day. So slowly, slowly you will feel the difference, that decisions become easier to take, quicker also, and you will feel that you are, without confusions, you are able to decide the things. Because inside you have more clarity. This is a process. I'm again repeating one thing which I said to the before question also, that give yourself some time, but be consistent in your effort. Because this is something basically for myself, for my own growth, and very important to give time to myself.
Okay, Didi. Next is, I think it's a very practical question. Someone asked, if we withdraw, it's taken wrongly sometimes, then how to handle?
It's taken wrongly. How does it matter? First thing is, how does it matter to me, and why does it matter to me?
Yeah.
If this is my question to you, you have to ask yourself, why does it matter to you that someone is taking you wrongly? I should not be affected by people's opinions about me. First, I should make myself immune to other people's opinions. Now, what will others think about me? What will they say about me? This is the biggest problem. Then I'm not able to be myself if I'm affected by their opinions. So first, you have to see that what is good for me. If like for power to withdraw, when I mentioned that wherever I feel that my time is being wasted, and people have this is a very common psychology, and the way people are practicing, you will find that when you try to do something good, there will be leg pulling, and in that leg pulling, they want to put you into the guilt tripping that what are you doing, where are you going, you should come and sit with us, for example, you should come and sit with us, let's have fun, let's have this. But I don't want to spend my time there, I want to withdraw myself. And they will pull you more, they want to put you into that guilt feeling, and they are very much successful. That's why you are asking this question. It becomes very difficult for you to withdraw because you are being affected by their opinions. And actually it's a plan, it's a plan. They want you to feel that way, and you are feeling that way. So first I need to separate myself from that, unaffected by what they say about me. There are two things. One is, first, I become effectless. I am not affected. Then second step will come when you become effective. Because first you detach yourself, you become powerful, then you are able to influence even their opinions. You have to keep patience. After some time, they will agree, they will accept what you are. Need strength.
Surely fantastic, Didi. Effectless and effective, the best combination for the answer. So moving to next question. It's when you say that I have to face the consequences of my past karma, it becomes scary. What to do?
This is our tomorrow's class. You will be getting the answer tomorrow.
Okay, fine, Didi. So next question is, I cannot make difference between pity and sympathy.
Actually, sympathy or compassion is a good thing, is a positive thing, because when I have sympathy, I have mercy and compassion for someone, I am able to do something for them. Just feeling pity, this is how I understand, and I would just like to focus on the definition of that so that you are able to differentiate. When I say pity, I feel bad for you, but at the same time, I feel sad. I feel bad for you, but I also feel sad. And when I feel sad, I myself bring myself down into very low energy level. And when I go into a low energy level, I am not able to help you. So first practice is that I keep myself in a high energy level so that then I can have a sympathy. I can, with that strength, I can help you, I can support you, I can do something for you. So that is real sympathy. Otherwise, there is no use. You are crying, I also start crying with you. I am showing my mercy, my pity for you, but actually I'm not helping you, I'm not able to. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear. Now someone asked, just a minute, Didi. Yeah, someone asked, my behavior is really good, but sometimes I get so angry that I cannot understand what I have said, and then I feel very sorry. What to do?
I think there might be other people having similar question, that normally you are a nice person, you are a good soul, basically. But suddenly some kind of reaction is happening, and that is not because of only that particular situation. That is a long-term suppression. Sometimes we don't know. We want to be nice. We want others to say that you are very nice. And we are used to listening that you are nice. So that is why we usually suppress our feelings. Many people do that because we want to be goody goody. I want to be a good girl, good boy. Since childhood, we have heard that "No, you are a good boy, you are a good girl, and we always want to be like that. And for that, then because I want that you should also say you are good. So then sometimes I don't agree with you. I don't like actually what you are doing, but I don't say anything. So when I don't say, I'm not saying that you should react every time, but sometimes you can express. So if you don't even express, but you are keeping that feeling inside, you're suppressing your feelings, then what will happen? It's like a pressure cooker. After some time, it will one day suddenly on a small thing that was insignificant, any simple point, and I just burst into anger. And I also feel very surprised about myself that how can I react on such a small, insignificant matter? But that insignificant matter was just a trigger at that time, but there was a long term suppression inside. So I need to work on that. What is the root cause? I am just telling you in a general way. You have to work on yourself in a very specific way. You need to check how long you've been suppressing the things inside just to look good, just to be a good girl in front of others.
Yeah. So it's last question, Dini. This sister asked, actually, I think she's missing someone. She wrote, Didi, I can't forget someone when I try. Also, I always remember it, means she's missing him. And due to some reason, I can't call him. What I should do? Please help.
Yeah,
Attachment, I think.
you really have to help yourself in this because of course you are not enjoying this feeling of missing. You're not enjoying to be like that where in your thoughts you're always depending on someone and you're losing your happiness. This much I think you are able to understand, but now question is what to do, because my mind is like a child. First try to understand that. And sometimes when a small child is, he just picks up anything and he starts playing, and he might be getting a knife and playing with that knife. We know it's not good for him. So how to take that knife from him? What would you do? We all have this experience. What would you do in that situation? If you ask him to give it back to you, he won't give. He doesn't want to because it's a toy for him and he doesn't know it's harmful. So what normally we would do, it's a very simple psychology. You will give him something else which is much more attractive than this knife, or even if not attractive, but something different, something unique, something new. Because my mind's another principle is, first thing is it's like a child, second thing is mind loves variety, it loves newness. So when I give something new, it's not about person, but I have to engage my mind in something which I enjoy. It can be some hobby, not just working on how to forget him, how to forget him, how to forget him. No, that's not the way. The way is I start remembering something nice, something more interesting. I start engaging myself in something more meaningful. And it might take little time to shift, but it will happen. So write down for yourself that what can I enjoy at this point of time and at this time period of my life, what would I enjoy doing or performing. So try that, and you can try various different things, but meaningful. Make it more meaningful, then that happiness will be long term.
Thank you so much, Didi. I think that was the last question. Thank you so much, Didi, for throwing light to the secrets of Rajyoga. And we are more than happy to listen to your words of wisdom, which is coming from your practical experience. And I hope that our participants also continue to avail benefit in the coming sessions too. And if you have any further queries, you can message us in the WhatsApp number that's given. Thank you all. Thank you, Didi. Om Shanti.